In September last year, my beautiful boy Neil was born. I cherish him with all my heart, and I feel thankful every day that I get to call him my son. But unfortunately, that wasn't always the case. Around 3 months after Neil was born, an incident occurred. I heard him crying in the other room, and instead of going through to check on him, I turned up the volume on the television and sat on the sofa, staring into space. It is the most horrendous thing I have ever done, and I'll never, ever forgive myself. It led to me feeling worthless, having terrible mood swings, struggling to sleep at night, and ultimately I lost interest in everything around me. I would get easily irritated at the smallest of things, like a few crumbs on the kitchen counter, and I felt like I didn't love my son, and that hurt me deeply. The symptoms were similar to my ex-partner's postnatal depression, but I was convinced that P&D was caused by hormonal changes and therefore only affected women. That's how little I knew about it, and it left me feeling alone and scared, and I thought I was going mad. After a bit of research, I was shocked to find out that 1 in 10 new fathers suffer from postnatal depression. When I started to look at why new dads become depressed, everything started to make sense. Being responsible for someone who needs you for everything had taken a toll on me that I never imagined it would. The financial pressure of having a child while being a student was incredibly stressful. But most of all, my depression was caused by a constant feeling that I wasn't doing anything right. Whenever my son cried, all I heard was that voice telling me I was a failure. I reckon the majority of new fathers probably don't speak about their postnatal depression or even tell anyone that they are suffering because of the societal pressure for men to be tough. That's certainly how I felt. Feeling lost, my depression got worse. Eventually, I started to talk about how I was feeling when I joined my university's peer support group. Speaking to people in a non-judgmental environment is what got me to a point where I could manage my depression, which has helped me become a better father. But I wish I didn't have to go looking for help. In my experience, the postnatal care offered to parents is almost entirely aimed at the mother, which left me feeling that what I was going through wasn't as important. Put it this way, think back to a time when a friend or a family member has had a baby. Did you ask the father how he was coping mentally? It is vital that women receive the mental health support they need after becoming mothers. But by neglecting the mental health of fathers, we are only looking at half the picture. My ex-partner and I both had our lives changed forever by having a child, and we both needed support. So, in terms of the postnatal care of parents, it's time for a new approach, and one that looks at both of those involved. Do you think it's time for a change?